Well, g'day tubes, how's she going? Pretty good here. So welcome to Bill Q and Answer number 35. I'm looking here, I said 34 because the last one was 34. 35. Holy smokes, 35. So we got a few questions here tonight. 8 or 10 of them anyways. So the first one is from Andrew, January 30th. Says, hi Bill, hope all is well with you and your family. We're doing pretty good. I just got over a little bit of a cold. Back pain as well seems to be gone now. Something stuck on my face, but anyways, we're good. My question is, what advice can you give people wanting to fix, like, restore tractors? Ooh, that's a good question. I have two tractors. One is a 1958 Case 800, and the other is a 1958 Cockshut 550. Have a wonderful day and thank you for the entertainment, from Andrew. Okay, so restoring a tractor, oh boy. As we found out, and as I'm finding out with my Ford 800, wow, it just seems like one thing after another. I mean, really depends your budget, how much money you want to put into it. Maybe some people could live with some of the things that I changed on it, like the steering box. You know, it was still steering. It was a bit stiff though, but I thought, it's gonna bother me if I don't, so I put one of them on. I think it was last fall or something. I guess it really depends what's wrong with it. I mean, if it's just cosmetic and it runs good, doesn't leak oil or burn oil, just needs cleaned up and painted, no, that's not too bad, right? Just get the oil and grease and crap or whatever off it. Hot pressure washer works good for that. Some solvent maybe too. Prime it and paint it. Drive on. But I mean, restoring a tractor, boy oh boy, it really depends what it needs. It could need nothing and it could need everything. Sometimes the everything ones are better to be left where you found them, but it's my advice is, you know, just basically see what it needs, see what you want to spend on it. You know, the 800's kind of cost me a lot more than I probably should have put into it. And we haven't really got into the internals of anything too much yet, really. You know, it's all been mostly exterior stuff, and other than the pistons and sleeves and, you know, all that stuff. I think it needs to have an oil pump put onto it too, so we're going to work on that next springish when the weather gets better. I just didn't really want to crack it open in this cold kind of weather, and you know, I might not get a pump back right away, right? And hopefully after that we'll put the hood on and stuff, and I might, before I put the hood on, get it out and give it a good wash too, like I was saying there, and just spray some red to it or something, dress it up a little bit. The fenders on that thing probably need done too. The rear rims, I don't really know what shape they're in yet. They're pretty tough too, though, I think. And rims for that are about $400 US a piece. So yeah, how far do you want to go with it? I don't know. Maybe the rims will be fine. I do have new tubes for it because I think there is partially some kind of fluid, probably calcium in the rear tires that I'd like to kind of get out of there. Once we take that apart, though, to get the rims out, we might find, or get the tubes out, get the tires out, get the tubes out, we might find that it's in pretty rough shape, so we'll see. But anyways, hopefully that answers that for you, Andrew, but it really depends what it needs, you know, how much you want to spend on it. Sometimes you need to be a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire, but, you know, slowly but surely I'm getting little things done on it, right? So anyway, still from January here, looks like January 31st, from Spencer Perry. Says, good day, why did you stop doing GTA Sunday? Pretty much because, that's actually a good question too. Pretty much because the online was just garbage. There's so many people hacking on it now. They're not crunching down and disciplining and banning people like they used to on there. People are just getting away with it, it seems like now. So it's like, to be honest with you, I thought I'd try it the other day again. I went online. It was a nightmare. I got into, like, where I spawned, basically spawned, boom, dead, killed. I'm like, what? And I respawned again, boom, dead, killed. I'm like, really, dude? Like, really? You're obviously, like, aimbot hacking or whatever you call that to auto aim on people. It's like, why? Why would you find that fun? So that's one of the reasons I didn't do GTA 7 anymore. And the other one was because we went through the whole story of it there, and there's not really much else to do on it. So I don't know whether I'll do videos of that again. It was kind of a neat series, but Probably not. Going back to the first question there, you see my sweet hat? Steiner Tractor. Good place to get parts. They must have one heck of a warehouse for all the parts and different tractors and stuff. Man, I'd love to go for a tour. The next one is from February 2nd, and this is from Ben. And it says, hey Bill, just wondering how you're getting along with your natural health treatments. Referring to the back and the other stuff I got going on. And also wondering how your 4140C welder is doing. Also, you've probably seen a couple of videos of that just recently there. We did some videos. It's very light welding, we'll say. Maybe just a hair a little more than body metal, but it's not good for thick, heavy stuff. But anyways. So my natural health treatments, actually, I'm going to go down to see them. I've just been doing phone visit calls with them since I started almost... probably darn near a year ago now. And gonna go down in March, I think it is, for an actual in-person visit. And I don't know, they really convince you that they really know what they're talking about, these people, but I kind of wonder if that's part of their training to keep you kind of going along. Oh, okay, well, you haven't seen any changes. Well, okay, let's try just bumping up this a little bit, and start taking this thing too. And it's like, holy crap, I'm taking like all these pills and nothing's happening. It's not getting any better. It's not getting really any worse. Like with my spots, my psoriasis spots and stuff. And that's just a few of them. I got some on this, knuckle here, these stupid spots. And then there's another spot there in my hand. Looks like 2 almost now. Like, they kind of know what's going on, but it's probably going to take a while. It's not going to be like, oh, take a couple of pills and overnight you're great. No, it's probably going to take me about 5 years to get through this, I would imagine, again. So anyways, that's still hanging in the air with that, I guess. But anyways, so the welder, yes. If you got any small projects you would want to do with it for a video, well, we just did that. It's funny, isn't it? How that went. I seen you got one, and I also got one from Amazon. I am very happy with it. He's talking about the welder. And I've tried the 71 TGS wire, but I like the 71 T11 better. I think I just got a roll of Lincoln stuff from TSC. It's basically all I got a choice of here. Seems better and gets hotter and smoother bead. That's good. The wire is PGN brand, also on Amazon. If you want to try it, it's a lot cheaper than the Lincoln wire and does just as good. Hope you all stay healthy. Sincerely, Ben from Missouri. Well, yeah, so hopefully I answered all those questions kind of through there, but the little welder's not bad. It might be better if I actually had little better power. I just don't think I'm getting the amperage coming through just the regular. Although we did run that on the generator last time and it still sucked. So I don't know. Maybe it's the generator too. I don't know. But anyways, it's pretty good for real light stuff. Body metal maybe, and maybe just like a little thicker, but I don't know. We'll have to try her some more and see what we think. Thanks for sending that in, Ben. Good questions. Next one is from... looks like Edward. Edward, yes, sorry. Says, hello there, Bill. I am from Reed Sport, Oregon. My name is Edward, and I have been watching your videos. Watching your videos for a serious long time, over 9 years now. Holy cow, you're a veteran. That's awesome. I have 2 questions for you. Number 1 is, I hope you can answer it since you work at the cemetery. Do you ever see strange things or get scared? What was it called? There's a video on my channel of some of the scary stories or whatever it was from the cemetery. It kind of explains a little bit of it, but nothing in the last 5 or so years. But before that, there's some kind of weird things, If you guys remember, now this is going back quite a while, in my garage down there where I used to film, some of you may not even know what it looks like in there because it's been quite a while now, but where my desk was, and the window would be over here, and the walls would be on this side, there was like, my father-in-law put it up, and he used to hang his tools and stuff on it. It's basically a sheet of plywood that he put on the wall, and he put little screws and hooks and stuff into it, and he could hang stuff into it. Well, somebody sent me, and I don't know who it was, but they sent me 2 license plates. Oh, hang on. The screen went dark. There we go. Sent me 2 license plates There, that's better. Sent me 2 license plates, and it was like 2929 something for the 29 thing, right? Well, up on this board, there was like a piece of quarter round that he had up there for some reason, I don't know why. And then on top of that, there was like a little leather strap thing. So I tucked these things down in behind, so it was resting on that quarter round, tucked in behind this leather thing. Well, I come into the garage the other day, and that one license plate is laying on my desk. Like, there's no way that fell out on its own. So we recently lost him, my wife's dad, last July. So I think he was in his old garage or messing around. He just wanted to let me know. But anyways, that was kind of weird because there's no way that would have fallen off on its own. And anyway, so the strange things, but there's a video on there if you search it up. I just can't remember off the top of my head what it's called now. Strange Cemetery Stories, or if you just look up on my channel, Cemetery, it might come up with it. Strange things get scared. And question number 2 is, what is the baddest storm you and your family witness in your lifetime? Happy late Christmas and Happy New Year's. I'm looking forward to seeing more of your videos. Take care, Bill. Scariest storm. Well, I know it was before I was married. I was living at home with my parents. And my wife was living here with her parents at this house, cemetery house. And we did actually get a tornado go through. And I think actually there's something on my channel about that too. If you maybe look up tornado. I just don't really remember now. It's been a long time. But we had a tornado go through in about 1986. I would say. And man, it come through. It was May 30th or 31st or something. It was a real hot, humid day. And we had tornadoes and weather coming from west heading east. And it came right through us here, and it dumped about 2 tornadoes, I think, on us that day. The big plaza that's just north of me on the same highway, it got demolished. Like, just went right through that. And then it sent another one down the one valley here, which would be east of that place, and it tore up a bunch of trees there and all that kind of stuff. And I'll tell you what, it was like pitch black night at like 3 o'clock. It was freaking weird. And we lived on the other side of town, and it was windy there, but over here they were even closer. So no damage that I know to the house and stuff here, but wow, the rain. Wow, I've never seen it rain so much. It was just insane. But found out the next day or whatever, that night maybe, that we just had a tornado. It's like, holy cow. I think it was an F3 too. It wasn't really that big enough, but I mean, holy smokes. Yeah, it was interesting. But that's the only real storm that I've had. Other than that, just the last 2 or 3 years, we get rain go through, and then it's just super windy after, and it's just, that's not kind of normal for us. It's weird. The weather's changing, I'll tell you. So is the whole world, but we never really get like these super 70, 80, 90, 100 kilometer an hour winds for like a half a day, and then phew, it's gone again. It's like weird. But anyways, thank you, Edward, for sending that in. Good questions. Hopefully I can answer that for you. The next one here looks like from Trevor. It says February 2nd. Says, hey, hi, Bill. I sent you an email a while ago, but somehow got missed. Oh, well, I might have deleted it by mistake. I don't know. Anyways, he says, how's the spray foam holding up in your shed? I can't for say I've gone to push it for a while to see, if it's still good, but I know that stuff doesn't really hold up to UV too well, so it really should have been covered again. But I mean, worst comes to worst, if I have to, I can just scrape the old junk out and then pour in some new stuff, and it'll be good for another 10 or whatever, 5 years. But if you leave my door open and stuff and you let the UV light from the sun get in there, that's really hard on it. I know it'll kind of turn it, and it goes kind of flaky almost, or powdery, or whatever you want to call it. It goes kind of weird. I don't know. Like I say, I haven't gone to push on it, but it's probably starting to deteriorate a little bit. But so far, so good. Seems to keep the heat in fairly good. It's just I don't keep the heat on out there all the time, so it takes a while to heat it up again. But once it's up, it seems pretty good. Definitely needs more, though. I should have got another container because, wow, I think I paid... it was almost $800 for those two, basically, they're two 20-pound propane tanks. If you remember that big kit I got, it's like $1,400 here for that now. So I'm like, wow, COVID just... Well, let's look it up here just real quick here. I got it from Home Depot. So let's go Home Depot. Home Depot. I'll just look up spray foam. Spray foam kit. Maybe they brought the price down a bit. Okay, so that's the... Oh, it's $1,180 now, so they did bring it down a little bit, so that's good. And that is, I think that's it. Yeah, the Touch and Foam Professional Low GWP Foam Sealant Kit 600. It's 600 board foot worth. 1,180. So the one that's smaller, they got little smaller containers. I don't know, they're probably like this. And it's a 200. It's 500 bucks. And that doesn't go very far. Oh man, that's expensive. But anyway, so yeah, expensive. So he says, I have a small shop. Technically, it's a single car garage, but he uses it as a shop. It has no heat or insulation in it, and it's very little power. What your opinion be on heating and insulating it? I would like to add more power to it eventually, but right now, just trying to make do with what I have. I like the spray foam. It's kind of messy to put up. So if you got stuff in that building already, you're going to have to pretty much take everything out or cover it with some kind of plastic. It is messy to put up. Your clothes will get dirty with it, and you'll probably have to throw those clothes out. So wear old clothes if you use spray foam. I like the spray foam because it seals, it insulates, and it vapor barriers at the same time. So it's the sealing and, you know, seals the air from penetrating through. Where if you just use like bad insulation, you got to put that in. And you got to make sure your studs are the exact right space apart, where mine, I guess I didn't measure right, so I could spray the foam in nice and easy, and it didn't really matter, but I'd have to do like a bat and like, you know, this much kind of thing, because I didn't measure right, I guess, when I did it. Spray foam does have a lot of off-gassing stuff too, so you're going to have to let it air out for probably a good week while it's kind of off-gassing. It does take a bit. And then it should be good after that. Insulation bats too, if you have rodent problems, they love that stuff. Like if you remember way back before I had my ceiling insulated, I had a few bats from some other project that I put up in the ceiling. And then all of a sudden I noticed it kind of drooping a bit, kind of funny. So I pulled it down, there have been mice in there already. I'm like, holy crap. So they just love that stuff, you know, even though it's treated potentially for a rodent. Yeah, no, they get in there and they'll just chew that up and just love it. It's just, they love it. So another reason why I like the spray foam, you can get these kits like I was mentioning here, or you could get someone to come do it. There is a difference between these kits you buy and the guys that come do it. These don't spray quite as nice. It's probably not the exact same kind of stuff, where the other stuff, it goes on, looks like paint, and all of a sudden, it goes out really big, where this stuff's going to just kind of, like a little wee bit, right? And you got to go it again, go it again. Well, these guys can spray it all in one cavity and it's done, right? And sometimes they spray and it comes out past the studs, and then they got to take those saws and cut it smooth again so you can put the boards on if you wanted. Myself, I'd probably go with spray foam. Mostly because of the rodent issue, and then you don't have to vapor barrier over that too. It's all kind of done in one, right? So, but anyways, hopefully, Trevor, that answers your question. And let me know kind of what you decide too. It'd be interesting to see. Send pictures if you want as well. Pictures will work too. You can send email pictures. All right, the next one here is from Patrick. And this is from February 2nd. And he says, first off, I'm a big fan. I've been watching your videos for years. Well, thank you, Mr. Veteran. And if you want money on FS22, there's a sign mod. And my question is, what is your favorite game to play? Well, the FS22, I'm not sure which one you're talking about, because there's a lot of different maps that might have that and might not have that. So my favorite game, well, I can tell you. Let me just pull up my Steam stuff here. So, I'll just go through a couple of here. I've played a lot of Left 4 Dead 2. Let me find that here. Left 4 Dead 2 has 4,207.3 hours played since basically it was released in like whenever that was, a long time ago. Rust is probably one of my favorite games, although they're getting a lot of junk in there now, and I don't know. 4,215.1 hours. So there's like 8,000 hours of gameplay sitting here on my Earth playing games. Railroads Online, we did some videos of that. It's only got 144.6 hours, and honestly, I was on there actually today. It took about 10 minutes, and it just ticked me off again. I just went out, gone. Nope. They still haven't changed things in there that I would really like them to change. You know, once the car's coupled up, it shouldn't come off. Man, it's so annoying. Let's see. Let's go up to the farm sim games here. How many hours we got on them? CDE farm sim. So FS13. We'll start with that. 1,677.5 hours. 1350 has 1,309.4. FS17 has only 625. It's funny we didn't play that one a whole lot. FS19 has 752. And FS22 so far 261.5 hours. So there you go. So yeah. Anyways. So probably my favorite game. I play a lot of Rust. I like the building part of it. I like the PvE stuff, not the PvP. I don't know. Again, people are either way better than me or they got hacks going. So another thing, I don't generally get on the PvP stuff on there. But anyways. So anyways, Patrick, hopefully that answers your question. Paul Harrison, it looks like, from next, February 3rd. Says, hi Bill, I see they've updated Railroads. Oh, that's funny, we just mentioned that. Railroads Online. The track laying has been visually improved from what I have seen, as well as some more additional trains. I was wondering if you'd be interested in trying it out, perhaps starting a Let's Play on it. Like I say, I tried it today. It was about 10 minutes. All my cars were like upside down and all over the place. I guess from the update, it's apparently screwed something up. So I got everything all lined back up again, started heading down the mountain, went down this little thing and up around this corner, and this one car just and gone off the bridge. I'm like, you freaking got to be kidding me, right? So I just out. No. They got a lot of fixing to do on that game yet. So anyways, enjoy your videos, especially building and repairing videos. Looking forward to getting the sawmill back up and running. Same here. I've been watching videos. I'm like, oh, I want to go cut wood. I got things I want to build. I just want to hear it run. But I am contemplating buying their trailer kit and mounting on the trailer. Or still thinking about having my buddy come and help me do a cement pad for it. I just don't know. I don't know. The kit's pretty expensive. I could potentially build my own, but I don't think nowadays I'm going to buy the steel that I need, like a 20-foot. Well, don't need 20. It needs about 18-foot trailer, roughly. Something like that. You need an axle, you need the wheels. I think I got wheels here already though, but I need an axle, and that's going to be a few bucks. The steel alone would probably be about 1,500 bucks. And I still got to cut it, and so I probably should just get the trailer kit, and I'd rather support them anyway. So, and it's like 2,500 bucks though for the kit. So I'm kind of up in the air as of what to do. But anyways, you might see a trailer build here soon. I don't know. So, yeah, get the mill back up and running. Best wishes and good health to you and your family. Best regards, Paul Harrison from UK. Oh, way across the pond. Well, thank you for sending that in. That's a good question. But now you want me to make me want to get my sawmill going again. I know I do. I really do. I want to try some of these blades that I sharpened, too, and see how well they are. Maybe they'll cut worse. Maybe they'll cut better than the new blade. I don't know. Next one here is from Brandon, it looks like. He says, hi Bill, long-time viewer here. I've been watching you since the beginning. Oh boy. My question is for you, what got you starting doing YouTube videos? I think I kind of explained that in a video a while back though too. Mostly it was because something to, well, entertainment for you guys was one. And the other one is something where I can put my kids, record them kind of growing up and put them on there. Now my daughter didn't really want to be in it a whole lot. She always kind of hid from the camera and stuff, which was fine, but Dylan didn't seem to care, so we, you know, that's why we filmed a lot more of him and stuff, right? So yeah, I mean, mostly for like a progression through while they're getting older, you know, and now they're like taller than I am for cornflakes. So it's, you know, it's kind of neat to look back and see, you know, when say Dylan did his first ATV ride, you know, and he's only like 5 years old or whatever, he was 6 years old or whatever he was then. So, you know, different things like that. It was mostly what it was kind of for, and then kind of turned into some entertainment stuff for you guys, you know, like we did welding projects and stuff, and it was stuff that I needed, you know, different buckets and stuff, and oh boy, we built a lot of stuff over the years. The forklift attachment is really nice now because I use it for the logs, you know, so if I didn't have that, it's like, well, I'd be hooking a chain here, and then lift it up and then put it on, but now I can just scoop and then gone. So a lot of different projects we did together, right? So second question is, what made you choose the career you are in today? That's from Brandon from Texas. So I basically just took over from my wife's dad back in 2003. 2001, lost his wife, so my wife's mom died, and he didn't want to do it too much anymore. He buried a lot of people in his time here. I've almost, yeah, this year will be tying the amount of time he's been here, I think. He was here for about 20 years. I've been here, so about 21 years will be next year. Something like that. Anyway, 2003, whatever the math is. And he's like, you know, I've been out here working with him and stuff and helping him cut and trim and whatever, blah, 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 you know, helping him along and stuff. And he's basically said to me one day, you want this job? Like, sure, I was already working at the rental, and it was kind of a go-nowhere job, you know. So I'm like, well, from one dead job to the next, maybe, in a sense, right? One dead job to the next. So, yeah, I took over from him. I still had to do, like, the application and the interview thing with the head people here, we'll say. And they basically, yeah, okay, well, when can you start? I'm like, well, whenever. So I gave my guy 2 weeks notice, of course, and then came here for a week with him and learned some ropes and stuff, and then he retired. That was it. Got married about a year later again to another nice lady, and they moved, well, they were in Orangeville for a while here, and then they moved over to another town just west of here, so, and we just lost him last July, so that sucks. But anyways, that's basically how I got into it. Just kind of fell into it, I guess we'll say. But anyways, thanks, Brandon, for sending that in from Texas. Oh, it's not much warmer down there than here. Whew. The next one, we got two coming up from Spencer. 2 questions. Got Spencer and then another question and another Spencer question. So anyway, from Spencer, February 11th. Says, good day, Bill. An American truck sim, you should go back to the insane logging road. Oh, you like that, eh? Did you? I was kind of planning on that. And we'll have to see what we can get for a load up there. Or maybe just drive it with that big giant trailer. Oh, man. Anyways, that's something coming up I'm going to probably start working on in a bit. Maybe be up in a week or so. But anyways, that's a nice short question, Spencer. Hopefully we answered it for you. So I got one here from Austin, February 14th. What's your favorite power tools and snowblowers? And favorite chainsaws? Oh, man. That's like 3 questions. What's your favorite power tools? I really like the... oh, boy. Now, I guess you're referring to like a handheld kind of thing. I haven't used it a whole lot, but I really like that 1/2-inch Milwaukee electric impact gun I got. It's actually really good, I think. For that, it's pretty good. I like my little rigid hand drills and stuff. My little guys, I built this deck out here with it, with the whole thing. I used one Milwaukee bit on it, Robertson bit, the square ones. And I charged the battery many times, but the tool itself is good, but the little charger, and you know, you get the battery into, it's screwed up like a few years ago. So I just been using my RC car battery charger and just plugging one into the positive, basically a little spade terminal in one side and one in the other, and then just put that thing on auto at like 5 amps and it charges it back up and away we go. Never had a problem. So you should probably balance charge those, and that thing will do that, but there's other weird connectors on there I can't do that. So, but so far it's been working good. But yeah, I know they have new ones out now. Like I don't think these ones are brushless either, so eventually they're going to wear out, you know, but I don't use them a lot. So but yeah, other than that, I like some of my air tools too, but now this electric impact's taken over. I'm like, I kind of like it now too. So favorite snow blowers, oh boy, one that blows snow. I mean, really, there's not much to them things. I kind of like that little John Deere, that little wee snow thrower guy that I got, that, you know, it actually works pretty good. I'm kind of happy with it. It's an older unit. There's that cough again. Pardon me, it's an older unit, but it still works pretty good. It's a little 2-stroke smoker in it. Oh man, you know when it's running, I'll tell you. Ooh, no bugs, that's for sure. Favorite chainsaw. Oh, chainsaw chain. Sorry, I didn't read that. Oh boy. Favorite chainsaw chain is one that's sharp. Oregon always made good stuff. Still has their own stuff. I mean, they're all pretty good. I don't particularly like the low, what do they call that? I like the Ripper one where it's like the perfect sharp angle, where there's some other ones that are kind of curved on the tooth, on the cutting edge. I don't like those curved ones. I think they're, there's a name for it too, and I just can't think of it off the top of my head now. I know the other one that's got like a, you know, it's like looks like a perfect 7. They're really good. I really like the Ripper ones, but the other one that's kind of curved, I don't like them so much. They're, I don't know. They don't really sharpen nice either, and they just don't cut as nice. There's something. I almost had it too. Anyways, I like the sharp, square ones. Well, anyways, Austin, good questions there. Thank you for asking. Nobody's asked me about chainsaw chains before. That's a good one. Okay, Spencer. Another one from Spencer. Good day, Bill. This is from the 14th again. Did you get all your videos back on your channel? Yes, I did, finally, from that arsehole that hacked me. Holy crap, what a nightmare that was to get restored. Oh, man. I don't even really want to get into it because it was very stressful for me. Like, because I guess they weren't believing who I was. They're like, oh, well, you have to go log into your account and change your email address. I'm like, dude, I can't because I don't know what email he's logged in with or what the password is. How can I get in and change things if I can't get in? I basically said to them, oh, well, we're sorry that it's not working for you. If you could send us pictures of you trying to log in. I'm like, oh my God. So email back to them, sending them pictures of me trying to log in that I can't log in. It's like, holy crap, can you seriously just, really? But anyways, it's a good thing once I finally did get in again, which was like 3.5 weeks. It was like 100 and something emails back and forth to these people. It was the YouTube partner. I can't remember the full name of it anyways. Partner something. Anyways, once I got back in, they had just put all my videos to private, I think it was. Somehow they just did everything and just put everything private. They could have been real donkeys and just, I want to delete all these. But seriously, why would you hack in and take over someone's YouTube channel and start live streaming crap about Bitcoin stuff? Get your own channel. I mean, that really I didn't understand that. But anyways, I'm getting flustered over that. I'm not going to do that. So anyways, yes, they're all back on there. So thank goodness. That took a long time to publicize those, we'll say. But anyways, looks like the last one here is, and I think I played with this guy on Rust a little bit, actually. His name is Jeff. And he says, hey Bill, it's Jeff here, formerly from Maine, now in upper northwest New York by Lake Ontario. Ooh, you're on the other side of us, basically. The wife and my bucket list is to visit every major league ballpark and watch the Red Sox. Our next stop is at the end of June against the Toronto Blue Jays in Toronto. know you have been there often, a few times, yeah. Any advice you can give us on the area and what to see or avoid would be great. Watch the traffic, because there are a bunch of arsehole drivers down there, like everywhere. And what's the would be great. Thanks to all the best, and you and your family. Okay. The Rogers Center itself is cool. Right next to the Rogers Center, if you look on the Google Earth thing or Google Maps and zoom into kind of that area, there's some couple of cool things actually right there you might want to take even an extra day to maybe stop and see. Right next to the Rogers baseball stadium there, Rogers Center baseball stadium, there is the Ripley's Aquarium. If you like aquariums and really cool like sharks and indoor stuff, big aquariums, like big enough that you can, it goes like right over top of you. And you know, there's fish swimming like this over top you. It's pretty cool. There's a sidewalk thingy you stand on, and it takes you around too. Take you about an hour and a half to maybe go through it if you went through quickish. Probably 2 hours maybe if you were, you know, just looking at it and staying for a while. That's pretty cool. It's pretty neat to see that. The other thing is actually basically across the street from that, there is the there's a brewery there, but there's an old train station with like one of the turntable things there, and they have a whole bunch of different trains, old steam trains and stuff in there, and some old diesel stuff in there. That's kind of neat to see too. So you're kind of in the same sort of area there. But other than that, if you want a good place to eat, let me look it up here. Hang on a sec here. If you like spaghetti and stuff like that, there's a place called there, the Old Spaghetti Factory. And I'm going to give you the address of it here too, so you can maybe look it up for yourself. They are on Esplanade, the Esplanade it's called. So that's spelled E-S-P-L-A-N-A-D-E, Esplanade. 54 the Esplanade, Toronto, Ontario. And it's you could walk to it from there. It's probably going to be, there'll be a few traffic lights. Kind of neat to see the city too. And big tall buildings. You'll go pretty close to Union Station, which is like the main hub for like the trains and the GO trains and stuff. And then down kind of a couple little turns and weird. Let me okay, so it's gonna be hard to see, but you can see there's the Rogers Center. So this is heading east. So you can see, you turd. Oh, what did I do? Can't run my own phone. Okay, so you can see the Rogers Center right there. That's the Rogers Center. So you gotta walk down this road to basically the old spaghetti factory right there. And it's amazing inside. Like, it is definitely worth going to. The atmosphere in that place, you won't believe it until you see it. Like, oh my goodness. I'll give you an example here. There's sort of one picture of the place in there. It's freaking phenomenal. It's definitely worth going to. And then they have spaghetti, and they have Spagnoli ice cream. It's pretty good. That's oh well, that didn't work. That's kind of another picture there of the inside. Some neat lights and stuff in there. It's really, really, really old in there too. Like, the place has been there forever. Let me see here. I'm starting to lose my voice here a bit. How old is the old spaghetti factory? The old spaghetti factory, January 10th, 1969, 54 years ago. So it's been in the same place that long. It's pretty good though, but definitely check that out. You could probably get a taxi to there too, but you know what? For that short a distance, you might as well walk. It's not that far. So here we are. Oh, CN Tower's right there too. Totally forgot about that. So, CN Tower, there's Rogers Center, is right beside there. You're going to go right beside it. And over here, hang on, get my bearings. There is the roundhouse right there, they call it. So the Rogers Center is right there. CN Tower. And then right across the road here is the aquarium. So there's the CN Tower, Rogers Center where the baseball is, roundhouse, the aquarium. There's lots to see right there. That'll keep you busy for sure. But anyways, oh man, that'd be good to see, Jeff. That'd be a lot of neat stuff to see for you there. So make sure you make some time for it, because it's going to take you a little bit. We might have to stay somewhere down there too. That I'll leave up to you, because I don't know that part. We don't stay down there. You can get a hotel room in the Rogers Center, but it's expensive. I don't know how much a night, but it's probably a lot. But anyways, thanks, Jeff, for sending that in. Hopefully you enjoy the game. Well, that is it for question and answer number 35. So if you got a question, the little email's in the description thingy down there, or in the title, whatever I put it in. Send me a question. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day.